to My Positive Perspective Internet Show today, where we feature individuals and groups who share the common goal of improving the local Charleston community. Today's episode is brought to you by Gatorade, a great way to quench your thirst. In today's episode, we have Mr. Gordon Cashwell. So, how you doing, Gordon?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
No,
appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. And you have an event called Christmas Day at the Citdael football stadium. So maybe you can tell us, like, what gave you the idea? What's the purpose of those events?
Well, it's really interesting, and thanks again for what you're doing and everything here. I've done a lot of events in the city of Charleston, and a friend of mine and I, in spring of 2011, were talking about how we would just love to have a huge birthday party for Jesus. And we jokingly said maybe we could get a stadium, and we prayed about it. We asked the Lord to give us a stadium, and in October of that year, the Lord I felt the Spirit lead me to call this guy that lives on the east side in the housing project, and said he was going to get us a stadium. Well, I didn't believe that. And he called me that day, said, come pick me up. So I went to pick him up. He says, let's ride over to the Citadel. There's a guy over there that wants to meet you. And it was a colonel there. And the guy says, I heard you were doing good things in Charleston. What can the Citadel do for you? I said, well, we've been praying for a stadium. And he said, well, you know what? We'll let you use our stadium.
Johnson Haygood. Sure.
Johnson Haygood Stadium down in Haygood at 68 Haygood Ave. And surprisingly, the first time we had it, Christmas Day, we didn't do a lot of planning, but we had hundreds of volunteers show up and 1,000 people from the community. And then last year we had probably 1,000 volunteers and 2,000 people, and we fed everybody. And then just kind of went from there. Just an opportunity. So we people that believe the Bible, or even if you don't, the Bible says that when you do things to the least of these and to the little kids and to the veterans, the people that need help and encouragement. It's like doing it to Jesus, serving Him. Yeah,
and then it's a positive thing, Hell, Christmas is one of those holidays where I really think every child really deserves to have a great day, and they shouldn't have to worry about like whether they're going to have 3 meals or not that day. They shouldn't worry about whether they're going to get a toy to play with that day. It's and some families, that don't have the money for those things, it's great that you can provide them with those things on this important day for all of Christ, really.
Yeah, and if those kids come, I tell you what, it's going to be awesome for them, because we've got a live manger scene where we're doing pictures with the baby Jesus with animals and everything, like a little petting zoo. We've got a carnival for them. We've got a Christmas meal for everybody that comes. We've got bicycles for the kids, and we need more bikes. So if you're watching this right now, we do recycle the bicycle, which is basically give us a used bike and we'll give it to a kid. That'd be good, because a lot of kids don't have bikes on Christmas Day. So they're going to come. They're going to have a party. We're giving away 2,500 brand new pairs of sneakers to kids.
Oh, great!
Clothing, coats, blankets, and we have 17,000 pound canned goods. But we need volunteers to come at 11 o'clock in the morning to Johnson Haygood Stadium, and they can go to birthdayparty4jesus.org. Birthdayparty4jesus.org and see about how to be involved.
Great. How do you see this event kind of gaining momentum and maybe taking it to the next phase? I'm certain that's something you'd like to see, because there are so many children here in the Charleston community that do need your help.
Well, we have a dream that other cities will actually pick up on this and do it. That we could train them, show them how to do it. Even other cities in the Charleston area, have one on Johns Island, one on, one in North Charleston, whatever. At Christmas Day, because it's hard to bring. It's nice to bring thousands of people together, but it can be hard to plan for that many and keep that many people busy. So if we're able to multiply, and the whole idea, when you've got a time in America where the Bible used to be taught in school for 400 years, from the time of Christopher Columbus all the way to 1962, and now they're telling us we can't have nativity scene at Shaw Air Force Base. I think that for some Americans that not necessarily everybody believes the Bible, but we have to understand that this country was built on biblical principles, and that we should honor that heritage by having a Christmas party for Jesus.
I agree, and there's so many moral lessons that I learned from the studies of Jesus that I apply to my life all the time. And I'm sure if I sat down and thought about just that thing, I could just, jot off tons and tons of things that I've learned. And this is a great way of sharing that knowledge and passing it down to children who may not be able to, have the readily available access to that knowledge.
And it's a way for us to put into practice. Like I said, whether we believe the Bible, I believe the Bible, but whether we believe it or not, most people believe that you should treat others the way you want to be treated. Mm-hmm. And if your cousin or you or your friend or your mama was out on the street, or you as a child, you didn't, if you didn't have anywhere to go and you had a lot of upheaval in your family and there was drug addiction and things, for someone to throw a party, come pick you up on a bus and come Christmas Day, that would be what I would want someone to do for me.
Yep.
So therefore we can do it, and the whole idea of whatever you sow, you reap. You plant turnip seeds, you're going to get turnip seeds back. And if we help others, I feel like we'll get helped ourselves.
Yeah, and best of luck with that, Gordon, and I certainly admire you for doing that, having the ambition to do such a great cause. And Charleston is one of the cities that leads the nation in those types of organization, nonprofits, feel good stories, so we definitely appreciate that, Gordon.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
don't
you for
forget
coming
to tell them
on.
birthday party, 4jesus.org.
Okay, great. So check out that website if you'd like to help out and contribute, or just attend the event. I'm sure Gordon would love to see you.
Yes.
So thank you all for tuning in to My Positive Perspective, and have a great day.
On a sunny day, I feel my thoughts drift away. Only good vibes and good times living in my brain. On a sunny day, catch me lamping in the shade, feeling so fine and so high. Oh, my sunny day, still I hope all my efforts will one day pan out. Love within, you'll never be without. So I roll, feeling strong and so invincible.